Well, hey everyone. This past Sunday, there was one thing I wanted to talk about a little bit more, but I just didn't really have time to, and I had to kind of cut it and pull it from the message. But I wanted to take a minute and talk a little bit more about how Jesus ends up leaving the Pharisees. See, I found that portion just to be kind of hard to grasp and actually just get with. It was kind of a hard pill to swallow, the fact that Jesus would leave the Pharisees. That moment in the story, it's really abrupt. And to me, it kind of shook me at my core. Jesus leaves them because he knows that the Pharisees aren't going to agree with Jesus anyways. He knows that no matter what he does, they're still going to refuse him and they're not going to believe. It's a sudden, shocking, and unsettling moment because we know that Jesus is actually the opposite of the one who leaves. The scriptures actually teach us that Jesus is Emmanuel, God with us. So instead of being the one who leaves, we know that Jesus is the one who actually comes to us. But that moment in the interaction with the Pharisees, it teaches us something about God. It teaches us that he is willing to give us the desires of our heart. He's willing to let us step into those things that we really want. But because he's also Emmanuel, because Jesus is also God with us, we know that he's offering us something better than what we already desire. And even more than that, what we discover is that Jesus actually desires us. And he desires for us to desire him. Luke 6 teaches us that those who long to know God, the passage is actually Luke 6:21. It says, those who hunger and thirst to know God, they will be satisfied. And the word will is in there. It says they will be satisfied. And so let's be people who, with our desire, choose to desire Jesus. Because we know that he's tapping us on the shoulder. He's trying to get our attention. He wants us to desire him. And when we do that, we discover that he offers us a reality that is vastly better than the one that we could create for ourselves and, quite frankly, have been pursuing. So while Jesus leaves the Pharisees, it's actually because he's giving them what they desire. But what Jesus wants us to desire is himself. And as Emmanuel, he has come to give himself to us. And so this week, whenever you're seeing this, take time and think about those areas of life where Jesus is trying to get your attention and invite him in. Say, how can I receive Emmanuel, God with me in this space, whether it's my emotions or a relationship or my vocation? Let's be people that receive the desire of Christ into every space of life. May we desire